Now on WRDE Coast TV.
It's a mild start to the week with showers and thunderstorms across the region. Grab the umbrella and raincoat out the door this morning. I'll track the showers and storms on Futurecast and have your increasingly hot work week forecast coming up.
Maintenance coming to one of two ways for you to get onto Slaughter Beach. I'll tell you how this could just be the start of some major projects.
A devastating fire in Millsboro, and how those affected are asking for your help to rebuild. Preparing for the pony swim, today's events leading up to the big day. Showdown at the border as the Justice Department gives Texas Governor Abbott until 1 p.m. today to remove floating barriers in the Rio Grande.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
Good morning. It is Monday, July 24th. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Paige Marley. Matt Pensick has the day off. When you walk outside today, you're going to notice it's a little muggy. It's not the best. Unfortunately, it's going to be, or fortunately, depending how you look at it, a day to stay inside. So we'll bring it over to First Alert Meteorologist Bob Trihe. Bob, you mentioned board games. I think it's a great idea today.
Yeah, board games. I did that a lot as a kid, Paige, on rainy days. Monopoly, Parcheesi, whatever you have. That's also, if you've heard of Parcheesi, that's a good thing to do. It was a good weekend, but now the week starts with some clouds and rain showers, seeing them moving into the eastern shore of Maryland. Salisbury, you're in the showers now. Nanacoke into heavier showers. A lightning bolt there south of Cambridge right now. Heavier rain as well, Chesapeake Bay, southern part of Delmarva, and that extends farther south. Also, there's that lightning bolt near Cambridge. Also, some showers and storms around Annapolis, too. And those stretch all the way into eastern North Carolina. And all this is moving up the coast as we go into this morning. Out the door, pretty mild. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s. And here's Futurecast showing the showers and storms through the morning hours. Maybe some brief heavy rain. You're going to hear some rumbles of thunder. Not expecting anything severe. We could get a break around noon and then more showers into the afternoon. In your day part forecast, cloudy, kind of rainy, and because of that, temperatures held back into the mid 80s today, but a big warm up, getting scorching hot by the end of the week. I'll have that full forecast coming up in just a bit.
All right, thank you, Bob. New this morning, maintenance work. It's coming to one of two access points to Slaughter Beach. Starting today at 8 a.m., you'll notice some road closures on the bridge on Slaughter Beach Road as this work is being done. Coast TV News reporter Heidi Kirk is in our newsroom. Heidi, this is one of two major projects coming to the bridges that take you to Slaughter Beach.
Good morning, Paige and Bob. You said it first. There are only two ways for you to get to Slaughter Beach. And of course, many people rely on those two bridges to get to their homes, places of work, and more. And now two major projects are planned on each of those bridges. Now, I want you to take a look at your screens. You're going to see some video that we shot from the bridge on the south end of Slaughter Beach that crosses Slaughter Creek. Starting this morning at 8 a.m., the Delaware Department of Transportation will begin to replace the pile jackings, which are essentially what hold that bridge up. A second proposed project will come to the second bridge on Cedar Beach Road in 2024 if it's approved. It's a little more involved though, Paige, with a total replacement planned on the existing bridge. Now, when it comes to the work starting today, I spoke with DelDOT on Friday, and they said overall it's minor as far as what you will see. So if you head that way for your morning commute, you'll notice a few delays, but overall just some work taking place on the side and underneath of the bridge. And that will take place for the next month or so. Back to you.
Heidi, thank you. And you know, that other project you mentioned on Cedar Creek Bridge sounds more involved. So tell us what you know about that.
Paige, of course, anytime we're talking about a replacement, it does feel like a little bit more of an undertaking. I spoke with town leaders on Friday, and what they told me is that bridge is starting to deteriorate because of flood water. As the water rises, it's eating away at that bridge, and they say, though it's not a danger right now, in the future it will need to be replaced, which is exactly why DelDOT has proposed this total replacement of that bridge. Now, of course, proposed is the key word here. It's not happening yet, but it is planned for 2024, and it would take place over a 16-month period, but you'd only notice about 12 months of rerouting and delays. And of course, we will continue to keep you updated. Back to you.
Heidi, thank you so much. The time is here. Pony Week, it's underway this morning. It's actually happening right now, the Beach Walk. Then Tuesday, there is the vet check and selection of buyback ponies at the South Corral. This is when vets make sure ponies are healthy for the big swim coming up on Wednesday. And don't forget, you can tune in to our live Chincoteague Pony Swim coverage. You can watch it live Wednesday, that's July 26th. It'll be sometime between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. on Coast TV. The exact time will be decided a little closer to the swim. It all depends on slack tide, when water conditions are safest for ponies to take to the water. New this morning, SpaceX launching another batch of Starlink satellites into orbit. Following a weather delay, a Falcon 9 rocket topped with 22 satellites lifted off from Cape Canaveral Space Station in Florida. It was just before 9 p.m. You see it happening right there. This will add to the constellation of roughly 5,000 broadband spacecraft in low Earth orbit. Sunday's launch was the 6th launch and landing for this particular booster, and it was Space Coast's 36th mission of the year. The company has approval to deploy 12,000 Starlink satellites, but it's also applied for permission to loft another 30,000. Lewis is considering revising its code to help protect homeowners from flooding. One idea is to make build-up codes higher than the current 18 inches above base flood elevation. That environmental subcommittee will meet later today. That'll be at 1 p.m. We have some really shocking video to show you here. Take a look at this. A fire burning down a religious center's confectionery. This was on Carey's Camp Road. These videos were posted by the Millsboro Fire Company. You can see a lot of smoke there. You cannot even see through it. Carey's Camp also took to Facebook, sharing for years a family in the community would use that confectionery to serve treats to people at the center. The center saying it's now accepting donations to build a new confectionery, but in the meantime, they're asking you if you have any ideas or leads on where to get refrigerators, chest freezers, commercial fryers, and flat-top grills that they can use for now. Police are investigating a crash. It killed a 27-year-old man from Seaford. This happened yesterday morning. The crash happened on Shellbridge Road, west of South Shellbridge Road in Bethel. Police say it was around 2:16 a.m. A man was speeding in a 2017 Ford Fiesta on that road. He lost control of the car when turning a curve, leaving the road, and then the Ford hit a raised bank and went airborne. The car hit the ground, rolled several times before it stopped on the corner intersection of Shellbridge and South Shellbridge Road. That man was ejected from the rolling car and taken to a hospital where he was later pronounced dead. That road was closed for about 3 hours while the crash was investigated and then cleared. A political showdown at the southern border. It's heating up after Texas installed a series of large buoys in the Rio Grande. The Justice Department saying Texas Governor Greg Abbott's latest effort to deter migrants is inhumane. He says it must be removed. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us details on the ultimatum dished out by Texas to the Justice Department.
A political battle at the U.S.-Mexico border. The Justice Department says Texas Governor Greg Abbott has until this afternoon to have a plan to remove the 1,000-foot buoy wall installed in the Rio Grande or face legal consequences. Abbott's latest tactic to stop migrants has drawn major backlash.
Barbaric behavior, and Texans are shocked, they're outraged. It's not just these buoys or barrels, they've got this netting them, this wire netting underneath them, which can trap people.
In a letter sent last week, the Justice Department states the buoys violate federal law, raise humanitarian concerns, present serious risks to public safety and the environment.
If a court determines that these floating buoys fall within the Rivers and Harbors Act, and they're the kinds of things that the state needed permission from the federal government in order to place, then the state of Texas will likely be forced to remove these buoys.
Some Republicans insist Congress and the Biden administration need to do more to secure the border.
The governor, no doubt, is doing everything he can to secure the border, but there is a disconnect between what is happening at the top and the person at the ground that is delivering, that is doing the actual function.
Illegal border crossings are down from record highs, but remain a hot button issue. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
And the buoy wall is part of Operation Lone Star. It's Texas's $4 billion effort to counter migration. We still have a lot more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today. Still ahead, President Biden is expected to announce a new national monument in honor of a historic tragedy. The significance of the places this new monument will be placed. And the Dewey Beach brainstorming solutions to aid in staffing deficits within its police station. What new additions could be coming to the town? But first, Twitter CEO Elon Musk hinting at some possible changes to the app, the monumental makeover in its future. That and more when Coast TV News Today continues.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, journey from cow to cone at Hopkins Farm Creamery. Brew like a barista with our coffee rendezvous French press tip. Plus, support local at Salvage for uniquely painted furniture. Coast Life today at 4 on Coast TV.
For weather coverage you can count on, get the WRDE weather app with live radar and severe weather alerts, plus a 10-day forecast. Download the free WRDE weather app, built by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine, you can go from 0 to fun in no time and leave basic far behind.
Now get a low $309 per month lease on Rogue.
First Alert Weather is our promise to be the first to tell you when big changes are coming in your weather forecast.
Whether it's day-to-day weather that changes your plans,
or severe weather that could change your life,
the First Alert Weather team will call for First Alert Weather Days.
Here on TV and all of your devices.
It's our commitment to give you the most accurate forecast.
The WRDE First Alert Weather team. That's our promise to you.
Never miss a game for your favorite local team. Take the DSN app with you wherever you go. Whether you're out to eat, camping with friends, or at home relaxing with your family, the DSN app notifies you when your team is on live so you can watch the game as it happens or watch videos on demand. Keep up with local sports all from one app. From your mobile device to Fire Stick, Roku, and Apple TV. Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine, you can go from 0 to fun in no time and leave basic far behind.
Now get a low $309 per month lease on Rogue.
It is 6:11 on this cloudy Monday morning. Here's our Tidal Health Cam from Seaford looking at the overcast skies. 70 degrees right now, and we've got some showers moving in through Maryland, starting to make their way into Delaware around St. George right now. Pittsville, maybe Westwood seeing some light showers. Heavier showers the farther south you go, southern part of Delmarva. Crisfield also seeing some heavier showers. We've had some rumbles of thunder as well, and this heavy activity continues all the way back through areas west of Norfolk right now. Temperatures into the 60s and 70s out the door. Here is your DriveCast. I gave it the yellow light to and from work. Watch out for bigger puddles with the heavier rain. Also some rumbles of thunder. That's the case this morning. And then again as we head into the afternoon and evening commute.
And as Bob mentioned, of course, rain, but also this week is bringing the heat. That's why the Delaware Division of Public Health is offering Delawareans some tips on how to stay safe in extreme heat conditions. Some of these include avoiding direct sunlight when possible, apply your sunscreen, drink plenty of water, and do outdoor activities in the morning or the evening when temperatures tend to be a little cooler. They're also reminding pet owners, keep an eye on your pets, especially when it's time for a walk. Pavement can get really hot, so you should check it yourself before walking your pet on it. Today is Food Lion Feeds Hunger Relief Day. It's happening at the Delaware State Fair. That means you can bring 5 Food Lion brand non-perishable food items to the fair and you'll get free gate admission. The fair notes that this free admission ticket can only be used today, but the fair itself continues through Saturday, July 29th. Twitter is getting a makeover in a series of tweets. Owner Elon Musk says the social media app is changing its logo. It's not clear if the video on your screen is the finished logo. Musk also posted "Paint it black" and then launched a user poll to change default platform color to black. Right now it's blue and white. The shift from bird imagery to that of a capital letter will be the latest change since he bought Twitter for $44 billion last year. Musk tweeted that the idea of changing the logo to X is to, quote, embody the imperfections in us all that make us unique, end quote. Twitter has not said when the changes will officially be made. Streaming your favorite music on Spotify, it may soon cost you a little more money. According to a Wall Street Journal report, the company is expected to raise the price of its ad-free premium monthly plan in the U.S. by $1. It currently costs $9.99 per month. The Journal, citing anonymous sources, is reporting the announcement is expected to be announced next week. The report also states that the company could increase prices in other markets in the coming months. This would be the first increase for its premium subscription plan since Spotify launched in 2011. Still to come this morning, Dewey Beach Police, they're understaffed. A possible solution to be discussed by town council. And the Maryland State Police, they arrest one person in connection to a shooting that happened in Wicomico County over the weekend. How officials say the suspect will be charged for that crime.
Grab the umbrella out the door. We're starting the week with some showers and thunderstorms. Just cloudy in Laurel right now, but the rain is on the way, and the week will end very, very hot. That's going to be a big story. I'll have the latest after the break on Coast TV News.
The Delaware Lottery Summer Concert Series at the M&T Bank Grandstand features Lainey Wilson, Riley Green, Jackson Dean with Nate Smith, Tyler Hubbard of Florida Georgia Line, and much more. July 20th through 29th. Tickets at DelawareStateFair.com.
The 98th Chincoteague Pony Swim and Auction is happening, and you can see the action from anywhere. Watch it live this Wednesday on WBOC and Coast TV, on air, the news apps, and Facebook pages. Brought to you by Buchanan Subaru.
Redesigned from the ground up and engineered for adventure, the new Tundra is Toyota's toughest, most advanced truck to date. Outfitted to help tackle any terrain, with reliability only Toyota is known for. Now electrified, with available iForce Max powertrain. And one of the top 10 cars with best resale value according to KBB.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Coast Country Cares and Spicer Brothers are proud to partner with the Benedictine School for the Chrome City fundraiser to benefit individuals with disabilities. Fire up your street rod, custom car, or motorcycle and take a ride to Benedictine's campus in Ridgely on Sunday, July 30th. Tickets are just $35 and include lunch and an official ride shirt. Entertainment provided and trophies awarded. For registration and rally locations, go to benschool.org. Coast Country Cares, brought to you by Spicer Brothers.
Jay Leno and Kevin Eubanks.
But I'll tell you what, Kevin's going to give you $100, right, Ken?
Bring their own twist to a TV classic.
Let's play You Bet Your Life.
If I come home broke, my wife gonna kill me.
It's all fun and games.
Weekdays at 11:30 on WRDE Coast TV.
The Delaware Lottery Summer Concert Series at the M&T Bank Grandstand features Lainey Wilson, Riley Green, Jackson Dean with Nate Smith, Tyler Hubbard of Florida Georgia Line, and much more. July 20th through 29th. Tickets at DelawareStateFair.com.
It is 6:17 on this Monday morning. A live look there at Ocean City on our First She Exteriors camera. All's pretty calm, pretty nice this morning, but Bob, we've been talking about it. Some rain is on the way for today.
It is, but Paige, we did have a nice weekend. The humidity was a little lower, and it's back to work. I don't think we mind the rain as much when we're heading back to work. I know I don't when I'm at work, but anyway, make sure you scan the QR code right there. That will get you to the Coast TV weather app, and on interactive radar on there, you'll see these showers heading towards Delaware. Most of us are just cloudy right now, but you can see the green, the rain, Del Mar, maybe even some light showers around Laurel, back through Bucktown, Princess Anne, and then farther south and west of there. We're seeing some big storms around Annapolis, farther north of there towards the Baltimore area. You can see all the lightning here, some bigger storms there. But for us, just some run-of-the-mill showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder. And it looks like a lot of this activity is weakening a little bit. You can see how we had the lightning and now it's gone away. That's not saying you won't hear a rumble of thunder with time. As we see more of these storms farther south, making their way towards the southern tip of Delmarva and down to the Hampton Roads and Norfolk area, and also into eastern North Carolina, those storms extend. So we're seeing this activity moving to the north and east. So we'll be in and out of these showers as we go through the day. Here are the temperatures: 70 in Georgetown, Milton 70, Greenwood, good morning to you, 68 with a milder 75 in Bethany Beach right now. The winds are light coming out of the southeast, and the bigger story today, of course, is the rain. Make sure you grab the rain gear as Futurecast is showing the rain. 7 a.m., 9 a.m. seeing the rain, maybe pockets of heavier rain depending on your location. And then as we go into the noon hour, maybe a little break, and then with the heating of the day, which won't be too much, we could spark off more showers and storms this afternoon. Then it quiets down this evening, and then maybe a few more clouds building. So we'll call it partly cloudy overnight. Tuesday, warmer with more sunshine and maybe a spot shower or storm into the afternoon hours. As far as future rain now, this model's really backed off. Last run, it had almost an inch of rain. Now it's only going a few hundredths, but that's typical. It tends to waver, but some places could see 2 to 3 tenths of an inch of rain. Our muggy meter, we're humid the next couple of days, but then look what happens Wednesday and Thursday into the end of the week. We're very humid to miserable, and that's not good because the temperatures will be rising through the 90s. So let's look at those future feels like temperatures. Today, not bad. Middle 80s inland, but then it starts to creep up as we go into Tuesday, feeling like low to mid 90s inland, 70s and 80s along the beaches, and even hotter on Wednesday, close to 100 Seaford and Del Mar, and mid to upper 90s elsewhere. And it's only going to get worse as we go through the week. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 85 today with the storms, 88 on Tuesday. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be a big story because we're not alone. Basically, the entire nation under this heat dome. 92 Wednesday, Thursday mostly sunny, 95, 97 on Friday with the humidity at least 105, 93 on Saturday with sunshine, and then some storms do cool us off on Sunday with a high of 89.
And don't forget, you can keep up with Coast TV news and weather updates all throughout the day on our family of radio stations. They're on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 on 93.5 The Beach and on Big 107.7. Maryland State Police have arrested a teenager in connection with a shooting happened in Salisbury on Saturday. Police say he is being charged as an adult. Police say they arrived for reports of shots fired at 9 p.m. on Fentrell Avenue. Investigators then found 3 uninjured victims when they arrived, but they also found 2 bullets in the home and the shell casing around the property. Police are still investigating, and they're asking anyone with more information call the Salisbury Barrack of the Maryland State Police. In Dewey Beach, Dewey Council discussed possibly allowing Dewey Beach Police to increase its staffing. The police chief, Constance Speak, proposed adding 3 full-time positions to the department with the goal of helping the agency offer more training, prevent burnout, and keep officers there safe. Council expressed this could be a long-term investment into the agency and the town. According to the town council, a decision on these additions will be discussed at a later date. After the break this morning, later this week, Biden will present a new national monument to honor the life of Emmett Till, the historical significance of the child's tragic death in the 1950s. Stay with us.
Window World is the #1 replacement window company in the nation. Get a 10-window package, 4000 series white vinyl double-hung windows for only $115 per month installed. 0% financing available for 18 months.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
10 windows installed from Window World of Delmarva for only $115 a month. Call today for a free estimate.
WRDE weather brought to you by Window World of Delmarva, simply the best for less.
100.9% classic country plays real country.
Ho, ho, ho! It's that time of year again to come celebrate Christmas in July at Jolly Roger Amusement Parks. Monday, July 24th and Tuesday, July 25th at 30th Street and at the Pier on the Boardwalk. Donate an unwrapped toy or make a $20 donation to the Marines Toys for Tots campaign and receive a 20% discount on all passes. We will have free Christmas performances by Circus Smile, Lollipop the Clown, Dastardly Dave the Pirate, and of course, appearances by yours truly. Don't miss out on the fun at Jolly Roger Amusement Parks.
Delmarva Home Show, Explore the hidden house gems here on the peninsula. Exciting tours of stunning homes, charming cottages, and luxurious beachfront properties. Designer ideas and insider tips to help inspire your home decor. Discover the best of Delmarva's architecture and interior design. A showcase of the most unique and beautiful homes on Delmarva. Start your tour Sunday mornings at 11:30 on WBOC.
Jay Leno.
These French guys are smooth, aren't they? I do declare, Mr. Henry.
And Kevin Eubanks.
But I'll tell you what, Kevin's going to give you $100, right, Kev?
Bring their own twist.
Get out of here, really?
No, you get out of here. To a TV classic.
Let's play You Bet Your Life.
If I come home broke, my wife gonna kill me.
It's all fun and games.
Weekdays at 11:30 on WRDE Coast TV.
Delmarva's rock station for 35 years.
President Biden will announce the creation of a new national monument to honor Emmett Till, the black teenager kidnapped, tortured, and then lynched in Mississippi in 1955. Historians say his murder helped galvanize the civil rights movement. The president is expected to make his announcement Tuesday on what would have been Till's 82nd birthday. The Emmett Till and Mamie Till Mobley National Monument will include sites in Chicago, where mourners gathered after Till was murdered, and 2 locations in Mississippi, Grable Landing, where it is believed Till's body was pulled from the river there, and the courthouse in Sumner, where an all-white jury acquitted the men suspected of killing Till. Well, heading to weather now, we talked about it, a cloudy, a rainy day, so I'm going to guess, Bob. I haven't seen your UV forecast yet, but UV is going to be below 8. Am I right?
You are correct. Yes. You are correct. Are you sure you didn't peek, Paige? No, we are below 8 today. Here's our UV index. Brought to us by Face of Grace. They practice in sun safety, and Paige is exactly right. I think she took a peek. We have a 6 today. It is high because of the clouds and the showers, but not really a big deal. But then it creeps up Tuesday and Wednesday into the very high range. And then we have a 10 Thursday and Friday. And with the heat and all that, you're going to really have to be careful towards the end of the week. Beginning of the week, the lower SPF. But by the end of the week, SPF over 30. Find the midday shade. Limit time outdoors. And you want to avoid the sun late morning into early afternoon. That's when it's highest in the sky. Not going to see it too much today, but the sun and heat increases through the week. More on that coming up in just a bit.
Bob, thank you so much. Also ahead on Coast TV News today, preparing for the Pony Swim, the details on an event you can attend today before the Pony Swim later this week. And a new launch from SpaceX last night, what the company says it plans for the future. And bridge repairs at Slaughter Beach, that's beginning today. How the work could impact your daily commute. Don't go anywhere. Coast TV News today. We'll be right back.
With all the choices of services around Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields offering the best of Delmarva, including Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, Porch Protection Systems, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, Delmarva K9, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, Active Pest Solutions, Atlantic Tactical Firearms Trainers, Delmarva Dave, and Buchanan Subaru. Delmarva experts, local experts, right when you need them.
The men and women working hard to make sure the games are fair. The unsung heroes of all sports. Thank you to all of the officials on Delmarva. Thank you for your positive impact on young athletes. Your service does not go unnoticed. If you're interested in becoming a sports official on Delmarva, go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com/officials for more information. Delmarva Sports Network, the official television station of the 50th Annual White Marlin Open this August. From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. WRDE Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
It is 6:29 a.m. Thank you so much for joining us as we continue this Monday morning. I'm Paige Marley. We're going to kick off this final half hour talking about the rain that's heading your way. I hope you're okay with that. We did have a great weekend, as Bob mentioned earlier. So we'll bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. He joins us with a look at your forecast. Hi, Bob.
Hey there, good morning, Paige. And with a lot of folks going back to work after the weekend and a good-looking weekend, well, clouds and some showers aren't exactly a bad thing on a Monday, as we are seeing a few light showers now poking into southwest parts of Delaware and on into Salisbury, seeing light showers. But it looks like a lot of these are weakening as they're moving to the north and east, but some heavier showers down the Chesapeake Bay, southern tip of Delmarva. And then you can see some showers around the Cambridge area, big thunderstorms around Baltimore, Annapolis, into areas of eastern Maryland up there. But we have also heavy thunderstorms around the Norfolk area, and those extend into eastern North Carolina, as we do have an area of low pressure and a warm front nearby, and that's kicking off the showers and storms. 60s and 70s out the door this morning, and we will be looking at those showers. Grab the rain gear out the door, hit and miss variety, and some of them will be heavier with some rumbles of thunder through noon. And then into the afternoon hours, still a chance of some showers and storms. Then they'll quiet down during the course of the evening. And with the rain, we're looking at cooler temperatures today into the mid-80s. But we're talking temperatures well into the 90s by the end of the week. I'll have much more on this heat wave coming up in just a bit.
Thank you. Starting this morning, it'll be at 8 a.m. Maintenance work is coming to one of two access points into Slaughter Beach. If you head that way, you'll notice some road closures on the bridge on Slaughter Beach Road as this work is being done. Coast TV News reporter Heidi Kirk is in our newsroom. Heidi, this is one of two projects ahead for the bridges that connect us into Slaughter Beach.
Paige, if you've been down to Slaughter Beach, you'll know that there's only two ways to get there. Two different bridges that connect people to their homes, places of work, and more. And now there are two major projects planned down in that area to make sure you can still get to where you need to go. Go ahead and take a look at some video that we shot on Friday on your screens. That's the bridge on the south end of Slaughter Beach that crosses Slaughter Creek. Starting this morning, the Delaware Department of Transportation will begin to replace the pile jackings, which are what hold that bridge up. A second proposed project will come to the second bridge on Cedar Creek Road in 2024 if it's approved. There's a few more steps there. It's more involved, though, with a total replacement planned on the existing bridge. DelDOT says the upkeep work on the first bridge is to avoid a bigger project like that one in the future.
Replacing these pile jackets will ensure the longevity of the bridge itself. That way we don't have to replace the entire bridge. So we're also going to be doing some cleaning, some just general maintenance.
And Paige, as you just heard, that work is pretty general that's starting this morning, so you can expect no major delays. But if that's part of your normal commute, you'll notice some work going on underneath the bridge and on the shoulder, and you might have to wait a little bit to get across. But like DelDOT said, they've assured me it's nothing major. Back to you.
And Heidi, you know, we talked earlier about the other project on Cedar Creek Bridge. It's only proposed, but it sounds like it could be a pretty major replacement.
Paige, anytime I hear the word replacement, I think of a pretty major project, and that is what's planned over in that area. I spoke with town leaders on Friday about the current bridge, and they said it's starting to deteriorate because of rising floodwaters. Nothing that anyone should be concerned about, but they do say in the next few years something will have to be done, and that's exactly why DelDOT has proposed this total bridge replacement. Of course, they're looking at about a 16-month period that this work would be done, and about 12 months of rerouting and delays in that area. But of course, it's just proposed, and we will continue to keep you updated as any information you need to know comes available. Paige.
Heidi, thank you so much. New this morning, SpaceX launched another batch of Starlink satellites into orbit. Following a weather delay, a Falcon 9 rocket topped with 22 satellites lifted off from Cape Canaveral Space Station in Florida. I love this video. It's so cool. They will add to the constellation of roughly 5,000 broadband spacecraft in low Earth orbit. Sunday's launch was the 6th launch and landing for this particular booster and the SpaceX's 36th mission of the year. The company has approval to deploy 12,000 Starlink satellites. They've also applied for permission to loft another 30,000. The time is here. Pony Week gets underway this morning. It's happening right now, actually. The beach walk happening. Tuesday, there is the vet check and the selection of buyback ponies at the South Corral. This is when vets make sure those ponies are healthy and ready for the big swim on Wednesday. And don't forget, you can tune in to our live Chincoteague Pony Swim coverage. Watch it Wednesday, it's July 26th, sometime between 8 and 11 a.m. on Coast TV. The reason we don't have the exact time is because that'll be decided closer to the swim. It all depends on slack tide, when water conditions are the safest for ponies to take to the water. Lewis is considering revising its code to help protect homeowners from flooding. One idea is to make build-up codes higher than the current 18 inches above base flood elevation. The Environmental Subcommittee will meet later today to discuss. That'll happen at 1 p.m. Gun violence in the United States. There have been more than 400 mass shootings so far this year. That's according to the Gun Violence Archive. And that's more than half of the total from 2022. Now John Lawrence shows us the real-life impact these numbers are having on communities across our country.
Police say one person is dead and 4 others are injured after gunfire erupts in Houston early Saturday morning, according to CNN affiliate KTRK.
We were out here celebrating a friend's birthday party.
The victim who was killed, 21-year-old Autumn Valian. Her mother told KTRK she was about to leave the event when a fight broke out at Margaret Jenkins Park.
My daughter came pulling me, telling me, "Mama, let's get away, and I'm like, come on. And I looked back, my baby was down on the ground, gone.
Valian was 5 months pregnant, and her mother said she planned to become a teacher.
She's a very sweet girl. She didn't deserve this. She didn't deserve it.
In Florida, 5 people were injured from gunfire at a bar in Tampa Sunday morning. Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister issued a statement that said, quote, "It's disheartening to hear that the lives of so many people were jeopardized because a few people think the way to solve their problems is with violence." These incidents were among the more than 400 mass shootings reported in 2023, according to the Gun Violence Archive. The GVA and CNN define a mass shooting as an incident where at least 4 people are injured or killed, not including the shooter. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
And Chicago also saw a rash of shootings over the weekend. The city's police department there saying at least 6 people are dead, more than 20 others were injured. We still have a lot more news to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today. Still ahead in our final half hour, an unlikely winner. The Open Championships took place over the weekend, and we have the details on the man who took home the trophy this year. But first, a major raise for pilots working for American Airlines. What's included in a new contract recently announced? That's up next. Stay with us.
Today at 4 on Coast Life, journey from cow to cone at Hopkins Farm Creamery. Brew like a barista with our coffee rendezvous French press tip. Plus, support local at Salvage for uniquely painted furniture. Coast Life today at 4 on Coast TV.
Takeover by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That treacherous ooze below.
I'm gonna crush it.
Mama Strong. What? Cowabunga.
American Ninja Warrior, tonight on NBC.
So Simon, your top 15 most memorable auditions.
I couldn't lose one of the acts. We've changed it to top 16.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
All right, ready for this?
Everyone is
a week with Wheel.
It's Sweethearts Week, Veterans Week,
It's Teachers Week.
Fabulous Food Week.
Days packed with fun.
Yeah, Hawaii Week, Teen Week.
Margaritaville.
Restock the margarita bar. Maggie, it's Collage Week.
It's College Week.
It's going to be a big week for everybody.
Weeknights at 7 on WRDE.
It is 6:39. Our dry tech cam showing cloudy skies right now in Ocean City, 78 degrees, so a mild and cloudy start. We do have some showers. Seaford, St. George getting into some very light rain back through Vienna, Salisbury as well. It's really not especially heavy, and it looks like a lot of this activity is starting to weaken a little bit as it moves to the northeast, seeing heavy activity around the Norfolk area, showers and storms there. Here's your Face of Grace UV index. They practice in sun safety, and today the UV index not bad. It's high, but it's still on the lower side because of the clouds and showers. But then we get into the very high range Tuesday, 9 on a Wednesday, and then at 10 Thursday and Friday. Into the week will be hot and very, very humid. So make sure, especially as we go towards the end of the week, the higher SPF. You find the midday shade. Maybe find a floppy hat. Make sure you have the loose-fitted clothing as well. Limit time outdoors and avoid the sun late morning into the afternoon. I'll have much more on the heat in your full forecast coming up.
American Airlines agreed to raise its pilot contract offer by more than $1 billion. The airline decided to bring its offer to par with competitor United Airlines. American's new offer reaches about $9 billion in incremental compensation and benefits. Pilots would also get pay raises and bonuses. Meanwhile, the Allied Pilots Association says the offer included the least critical elements prioritized by the board. American Airlines CEO Robert Easom says they hope to ratify this agreement come August. American Brian Harman wins his first major as he dominates the 151st Open Championship at Royal Liverpool Golf Club in England. Harman entered the final round with a 5-stroke lead, and despite the rain and windy conditions, he bested the field by 6 strokes. That margin is the second largest margin in Open Championship history, behind only Tiger Woods, who won by 8 strokes at St. Andrews in Scotland in 2000. The 26th ranked player in the world carded a 1 under 70, earning the privilege of holding on to that claret jug. Well, they say you can't put a price tag on memories. How about memories of a certain theme park? David Daniel has that and the latest strike-related movie delay. That's now in our Hollywood Minute.
A recent auction in LA featured more than 1,500 rare and unusual Disney theme park items. Haunted Mansion pieces were a spooktacular success. These animatronic hitchhiking ghosts went for $387,000. A stretch painting from the mansion brought in $181,000, and a Doom buggy sold for $205,000. Other items included a Space Mountain vehicle, which zoomed off for $50,000, a flying Dumbo vehicle earmarked for $266,000, and a rare set of audio animatronic tiki birds. Final bid $145,000. Overall, the Van Eaton Gallery's auction of the Joel McGee Disneyland collection brought in more than $7 million.
I assume you planned this?
Not this part. A double delay for Challengers. The tennis film is the latest movie pushed back due to the SAG-AFTRA strike against the studios and streaming services. With star Zendaya unable to promote the film due to union strike rules, instead of reaching theaters this September, it'll come out sometime next year. And MGM canceled its planned world premiere at the Venice Film Festival this August. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
And of course, we had to talk about this, a huge weekend at movie theaters across the country. Greta Gerwig's Barbie and Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer brought moviegoers back to the theaters in record numbers. Barbie claimed the top spot, $155 million in ticket sales from North American theaters. That's from over 4,200 locations. Many showed up in their best Barbie fashion of all ages there, too. Take a look at that. That to mark the occasion. Oppenheimer also scoring big, taking in $80.5 million from over 3,600 theaters in the U.S. and Canada. This marks Nolan's biggest non-Batman debut and one of the best ever starts for an R-rated biographical drama.
We are seeing showers and thunderstorms to start the week. Just cloudy right now in Ocean City, but you'll see showers and storms throughout the day. And then the bigger story will be the heat. Intense heat building in at the end of the week. I'll have the latest on the rain and storms and tell you just how hot it gets coming up after the break on Coast TV News.
At the Preston Automotive Group, we believe a coach can have an important impact on their players' lives. And that's why we teamed up with DSN to present the Coach Who Makes a Difference Award.
Coach in your community, Preston Automotive here will donate $500 to that community.
At the end of this year, we will choose 3 of these coaches and award their programs with additional donation.
If you want to nominate your coach, just go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com and click on the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network and the Preston Automotive Group, together highlighting coaches who make a difference in our community.
Enjoy some family time with America's pastime at the Delmarva Shorebirds. When you're here, everything inside is fair ball. Your favorite treats, craft beers, fireworks every Saturday, and the best giveaways ever. Tickets start at just $12 to watch the O's Stars of Tomorrow on Delmarva today. Save time. Buy tickets online at theshorebirds.com.
It's always a good time to protect and improve your home's value. At Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, our highly trained experts are dedicated to creating beautiful, durable floors at a fair, honest price. And most jobs are completed in just one day. Our multi-step process uses heavy-duty, high-precision equipment to create gorgeous floors that stand the test of time. 4 times stronger than epoxy and resistant to abrasions, chemicals, and UV damage. And all residential applications are backed by a lifetime warranty. Call to schedule your free estimate. Pinnacle Concrete Coatings, because quality matters.
Comes alive. I am tangled up inside. Is it something that you hide?
Delmarva's rock station for 35 years. 93.5 The Beach.
It is 6:45 on this Monday morning. That's a live look there at Ocean City on our Dry Tech Cam. All looks very calm, cool and collected there in Ocean City, but we know it's probably warm, muggy, and not dry for much longer, huh, Bob?
Well, it is the latter part of July, so we can expect the hot weather. And climatologically speaking, Paige, this is the hottest time of the year. And boy, by the end of the week, you'll really feel it. But right now, we've got the clouds, we've got the showers. Make sure you scan the QR code, get your phone in camera mode, hold it up to the screen, get that QR code, and on interactive radar, you'll see these showers moving in. Seaford and Laurel, maybe some light sprinkles or showers for you. And they're just very light, and they're weakening as they're moving to the north and east. Some spotty showers around the Salisbury area, but heavy thunderstorms around Baltimore and Annapolis and Elton, Maryland. All these are moving to the north and east, so these will miss us, but obviously this activity is not. But a lot of this is drying up as it's heading our way. But farther south, we're seeing some bigger roads around Hampton Roads, and some thunderstorms now moving into the southern tip of Delmarva, Norfolk area into eastern North Carolina, as we've got low pressure developing across eastern North Carolina. With the warm front, we're seeing all this moisture coming up the coast. Out the door, we're seeing 60s and 70s this morning, 72 in Millsboro. Georgetown, good morning to you. 70 for you, 68 in Delmar, and Rehoboth Beach at 75 as the winds are coming in light out of the southeast. So let's track it on Futurecast, 8 a.m. We've got the showers, but a lot of these are weakening, but you could see pockets of heavier rain at times and maybe a rumble of thunder. By noon, still pockets of showers, and then they could pick up again by the 2:30 hour, maybe some rumbles of thunder again. And then we'll see the activity start to die down this evening. Overnight, we'll call it partly cloudy, and Tuesday is looking, well, much warmer because we'll be seeing sunshine and still some leftover moisture, maybe an isolated storm into the afternoon and perhaps evening hours. Rainfall amounts on this model really kind of meager, only a few hundredths of an inch, but you could pick up maybe a 2/10 of an inch in some of those heavier showers and thunderstorms. On the muggy meter, we're humid the next few days, and then we get very humid towards the end of the week, and that's not good because those temperatures are going to skyrocket. And the combination of temperatures and humidity will send those heat indices over 100, we think, by the weekend and end of the week. Future feels like for today, not bad, mid to upper 80s, but it starts to creep up on Tuesday, feeling like mid 90s. And then look at this, by Wednesday at 2:30, close to 100 near Seaford, and mid to upper 90s elsewhere, and just getting hotter after that. Your Paul Davis 7-day forecast: 85 with the storms today, 88 a slight chance of storm on Tuesday. Then here comes the heat, mostly sunny Wednesday, 92, sunshine on Thursday, 95, and then Friday, 97. That's the hottest day, could be the hottest day of the year, and with the humidity could feel like 105 to maybe 110, so bordering on dangerous heat. 93 on Saturday, a little cooler on Sunday, 89 with some storms.
Ooh, all right, Friday, I'm going to prepare now, Bob. Thank you so much. Well, the Maryland Department of Natural Resources, Fishing and Boating Services has informed anglers on how to handle trout. This is based on the water temperature for that day. If it gets too hot, it can get a little dangerous. So 65 degrees and below, all safe. But between 65 and 67, they ask anglers to avoid taking pictures with your fish. Keep them in the water while handling them. For any water temperature 68 degrees and above, they're encouraging anglers not to fish for trout altogether. It is 6:49 this morning. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day, brought to you by Maggie's Pet Boutique. This week, we are going to be showing you some adoptable pets in need of a home. This adorable pair is Baloney and Bobette. They were found together as strays. They are in desperate need of a lovable foster family. Baloney, not even 4 months yet. Bobette, however, is a young adult. Again, if you're interested in fostering these irresistible animals, check out our article on WRDE.com. You'll find more information there. We want to see your pets all across Delmarva, so send us some photos and tell us what makes your pet so special. Email us photos and a little description about your pet at WRDE.com, content at WRDE.com. Watch weekdays 5 to 7. You'll see the pets we feature. And on Sundays, I hope you did it yesterday, you can see all of our pets for the upcoming week.
The week is starting on the wet side with warm temperatures, but it will end with the hottest weather of the summer so far. I'll have the 10-day forecast after the break on Coast TV News.
10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1.
Enjoy 10 songs in a row, brought to you by Pohanka of Salisbury.
All the natural light of the great outdoors, right in your dining room. Shell Brothers, find your great indoors. All the solitude of the outdoors, without the bad Wi-Fi connection. Shell Brothers, find your great indoors.
Calling all local businesses. This fall, it's time to shine at Draper Media's Shore Living Expo, a free event for visitors. Join us Saturday, September 30th at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. Presented by Spicer Brothers and Pohanka of Salisbury. Extend your reach, showcase your products, and build relationships that matter. The Shore Living Expo, where you can shine as we celebrate health, wealth, and home. Sign up to be a vendor today. Visit WBOCEvents.com.
Delmarva Home Show. Explore the hidden house gems here on the peninsula. Exciting tours of stunning homes, charming cottages, and luxurious beachfront properties. Designer ideas and insider tips to help inspire your home decor. Discover the best of Delmarva's architecture and interior design. A showcase of the most unique and beautiful homes on Delmarva. Start your tour Sunday mornings at 11:30 on WBOC.
Bay to Beach Builders is celebrating 20 years of helping families on Delmarva turn their dreams into reality. As one of the highest-rated home builders in the nation, we pride ourselves on offering the best home building experience. Choose from our award-winning home designs, or we can customize a plan that's tailored to your lifestyle. With Amish-built homes starting in the low 200s, we have a home for every stage of life and every budget. Start your journey by visiting one of our 2 convenient locations, or learn more at baytobeachbuilders.com.
They call it a sin. I'm wearing Tennessee orange pretend.
103.9 and 106.3. We're local, we're coast country, and we're Delmarva proud.
6:53, it's time now for some things you need to know before you go. A fire burned down a religious center's confectionery. This was on Carey's Camp Road. These videos you see here were posted on the Millsboro Fire Company's Facebook page. Carey's Camp also took to Facebook, sharing for years a family in the community would use that confectionery to serve treats to people at the center. The center says it's accepting donations to build a new confectionery, but in the meantime, they are asking the community if you have any ideas or any leads on getting refrigerators, chest freezers, commercial fryers, and flat-top grills for them to use for now. SpaceX launched another batch of Starlink satellites into orbit Sunday following a weather delay. A Falcon 9 rocket, topped with 22 satellites, lifted off from Cape Canaveral Space Station in Florida. This was just before 9 p.m. This will add to the constellation of roughly 5,000 broadband spacecraft in low Earth orbit. The company has approval to deploy 12,000 Starlink satellites and has applied for permission to loft another 30,000. Police are investigating a crash that killed a 27-year-old man from Seaford. The crash happened on Shell Bridge Road, just west of South Shell Bridge Road in Bethel. The driver lost control of the car when turning a curve and then went airborne. The car hit the ground, rolled several times before it stopped. The man was ejected from the car and taken to the hospital, where he was then pronounced dead. The time is here. Pony Week, it is officially underway. This morning, the beach walk is happening. And then Tuesday, there is the vet check and the selection of the buyback ponies at the South Corral. This is when vets make sure ponies are healthy for the big swim day, and that, of course, happens on Wednesday. Gallaudet University is the largest university for deaf students in the country. In the 1950s, the Kendall School, a kindergarten through 12th grade school, operated on the Gallaudet campus. The school was initially segregated, but after a number of court battles, the Kendall School established a division for black deaf students. The students, though, were still treated differently, and despite attending class, they never actually received their diplomas until, get this, Saturday. The university held a graduation ceremony for 23 black students and 4 black teachers. The university issued a statement that says, in part, Saturday's event is a significant part of Gallaudet's ongoing commitment to acknowledge and own its past racial and educational injustices. That is a fantastic story. Well, it's 6:55 now. It's time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door. We're checking in one more time with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Hi, Bob.
Hey there. Good morning, Paige. And we are looking at a lot of clouds out there right now and just a few scattered showers. Now, a lot of these showers that are moving up from the southwest are weakening as they move in. But we're seeing some of those maybe around Seaford right now, heading towards the Milton area. But once again, they're very, very light. We had some around Laurel earlier, maybe another shower trying to pop up around Westwoods. And we're seeing these showers and storms. This is the past couple of hours. You can see how we had some lightning with them, and now they're just kind of fading out, but still some heavier activity off to the south. So a lot of clouds, some scattered showers, and a few rumbles of thunder are possible as we go through the morning and into the afternoon hours. With the cloud cover, that will keep us considerably cooler, expecting highs only into the mid-80s later today. Here's your exclusive Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 10-day forecast. 85 today with the storms, and then we bump it up to 88 on Tuesday with a 20% chance of showers and storms, and then the heat is on. This will be a big story by the end of the week. Now, Wednesday, 92, but then we're up to 95 on Thursday with increasing humidity. By Friday, it's 97, and with the humidity, it could be around 100 to 110 with the heat index, and still hot as we go into the weekend. Saturday, 93. It cools off a little bit on Sunday, 89, and then a little better into next week, mid-80s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with mostly sunny skies.
A little better. All right. Thank you so much, Bob. And thank you for joining us on Coast TV News Today. The Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m. And of course, we'll be back with Coast TV Midday. That's at 11 a.m. So stick with us. And for more news and coverage you can count on, you can download our Coast TV News and our weather apps. Have a fantastic Monday morning, everybody.